Hola and welcome to Lindita's Kitchen. I am Lindita and today I'm going to be making my abuelita's sopapillas, my grandmother. And I remember this recipe since I was a little girl and I used to do this with her, and it's been a while, but we do it every year traditionally around the holidays, Christmas, the New Year. So let's get started with 2 cups of the all-purpose flour. So you want to add to this, you want to add about a tablespoon of the baking powder. Baking powder. This is extra for my little spread here. And then half a teaspoon of the salt. We're gonna mix this around a little bit, just like that. Feels so good. And then I'm gonna add a tablespoon of the shortening or lard. So you're not gonna count to where it's gonna go here in my body, but it's all good. And what you want to do is break it up into the flour. You're going to use both hands and mix it up. And you want to just get it nice and blended right into the flour. See? My grandmother would have like 3 times this amount. We had a big family in San Antonio. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. So what we're going to do is get it nice and blended where it's off your fingers. You don't feel it. Okay, a little bit more. And then we're going to add some warm water, okay? So what we want to do is gradually add the water. It's about 2/3 cup of water with a fork. Get it nice and blended. And if you need a little bit more, you can add some. But here you'll see what I'm talking about. Just like that. And at this point, what I like to do is use my hands here. Want to roll it into a little ball. Knead it. And it's nice and warm, and so the shortening gets blended right into the flour to make it really, it gives it that puffy sopapilla that you're looking for. Okay, so it's kind of like tortillas too. You want to take all the flour off the side of the bowl, just like that. Okay, so now what you want to do is put it in flour and knead it a little bit like this, like if you were making tortillas. Boy, this brings back some wonderful memories of mi abuelita and all my tia Ramona, my tia Gloria, todas las tías, So what we want to do is let it sit for like 10 minutes, okay? And then, actually what I could do right now is just divide it in half, make 2, in the flour. See? We're going to let it rise for about 10 minutes, okay? And then we're going to roll it out. Now that we have our dough laid out like this, and it doesn't have to be in any shape or form. Obviously, my grandma used to say the funnier the better. So, and she used to have a knife that was really sharp, and she would do some nice edges. Well, I have a pizza cutter, and it works just as well. So I'm going to try my little hand at this. Okay, I'm going to go like that, go up down the middle. I'm going to go long. And you can make them small or you can make them thick. It's, it's totally preference. Small little sopapillas or the large ones, just like that. See how fancy that is? Voila. So now it's ready to go into the deep fryer. Okay, so let's get going here. This won't take that long. We're going to add like 3 to 4 pretty fast. And you don't need, you can use, you can use a vegetable oil. You can use an olive oil. I'm going to flip them around a couple of times here. You can get them as dark as you want. As brown, golden brown that you want. It won't take that long. Mira, look how pretty. That was a pretty one. Nice and puffy. You can put some honey in there. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. So let it cook like this for a couple minutes, and then we're going to put it right on our towel and drain the oil. Mira, ay, ay, ay. Mi abuelita should be very proud of me. These sopapillas don't take that long, as you can see. And I've added some powdered sugar. You don't have to do that. You can also add some cinnamon sugar on top of that as well, like this. And you can also add your favorite honey or whipped cream or whatever you want. And of course, you know, I have this cup of coffee here with a little Bailey's, and I know my grandmother used to have a little swig of something, and that's why they always turned out as good as they did. So, salud, abuelita. That was for my grandmother. And again, I just want to say thank you for joining me here in my kitchen, and enjoy your sopapillas and be the talk of town. Enjoy.